Yeah, oh, Meg! Oh, sorry, delayed.
Well, hello. Now that we got dev stream 185 out of the way, I think we have plenty of information on what's going to happen on the March 19 update, which is the Techrot Encore. And it's not just the liches, there's a few interesting things that are going to change the game fundamentally. First things first, stop what you're doing and get rid of that lich that you've been ignoring for a few I don't know, months, weeks. I've been ignoring mine for like a few weeks now because it's a pretty boring like KuvaCon that I just spawned in to get my con to like 60%. We are going to get a really big expansion of vendors and stuff on the Hex Syndicate. So you're going to want to max it out as soon as possible. And I know you're limited by your daily standing and everything, but I found out that Oroking Eye works extremely well on Techrot Exterminate. Warframe that I use to get that mission done as soon as possible can be Mirage and Zaku. I think Zaku is a bit better because their ultimate, therefore, it breaks like loot piles whenever you use it. And if you have like a Nexus and Nourish build, you can pretty much spend her for therefore as much as you want. When the update drops, there's going to be like 4 or 5 new Scaldra themed weapons, as well as a new defense mission, which by the way, defense missions are getting their waves reduced to 3 for every rotation. It's gonna be similar to how it works currently on the circuit. Just to name a few things that the Hex Syndicate is gonna get, we're gonna have the Scouter weapons, the new Elite Deep Arc in the media. There's gonna be like new cars for to use on the Parazon to exterminate the new Coda Liches. So I don't think we're going to need to farm the current Requiem relics. When the sisters dropped, I thought we were going to need to farm new ones, but they kept it as is. But they're choosing to not do the same thing for the new Coda. So the Hex Syndicate is going to be 10 times more important now after that update. Another thing I like to mention is there's going to be a new Deep Archimedia on the Halvania mall, and just like the current Deep Archimedia is gonna use from your pool of Netracell missions, right? It's gonna use 2 tickets. Save up your Netracell tickets for the March 19th week because you want to be able to do the new ADA right away. Sorry if you're listening to music in the background. It's kind of carnival here in Brazil, and people are doing parties everywhere. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, so another thing that I think is optional is put some forma and some builds in your Frost Seria Nova, because funnily enough, they are the new proto frames that are going to also be vendors and NPCs in Halvania, and they are really good for defense, which is gonna be the new game mode. You're going to farm tempo. I think they really thought that out. You have a Frost Seria Nova. Novas 4 can make enemies faster, so they can kill, so you can kill them faster. Seria is gonna nuke the map, and Frost is gonna protect everything with Overguard. Another thing, kinda small, keep Forma crafting, because if you're like me and you want every little bit of mastery from this update, just from the Coda weapons alone, that's going to be 13 weapons with 5 Forma each, which totals to about 68 Forma on this update. Not to count the Tempo frame and their Exalted. Oh yeah, the new Exalted update. We're going to have separate modding for the new Exalted and Pseudo Exalted, right? And I think it's going to be an interesting thing for us to give feedback to them, because Pseudo Exalted have always been much stronger than normal Exalted, and I think it's going to even out after this update. A few of us, like Korra enjoyers, are gonna be kinda mad, but regardless, I think Korra is still gonna be top tier just because the way her whip like nukes in small area, and we're gonna be fine. I trust Pablo. Another little thing I like to point out, the new Coda weapons, because they work on a vendor rotation, how I would purchase them is regardless of their element and regardless of which weapon. Of course, if it's a weapon I already have, I'm gonna prioritize, a weapon that I don't have, of course. But I always look for the highest percentage first. The way it works now is instead of earning the weapon from the Lich, you earn a currency from the lich, and then you can buy whatever weapon you want from the vendor. Just always get the higher percentage first, because if you have at least rank 5, I think everyone should get rank 5 on the hex as soon as possible. You're going to be able to buy what's called Valence Swap Adapter or Elemental Vice from Eleanor. They showed on the live stream that it costs about 100k standing, but Rebecca insisted in saying that it's not gonna be the final price, and I think it's 100k. It's absolutely insane as well. It should probably cost something like maybe 30 to 45k, in my opinion, because you can choose which element. It's basically skips an entire Lich's grind if you have 5 foremen. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a few tips that I like to share with the community, and remember to like and subscribe if you like the video, of course. And see ya.